Are we good? My name is Guy McInnes, St. Bernard Parish President. We've had a tornado land in Araby here in St. Bernard Parish. From the south side to the north side, we have widespread damage. We have a lot going on tonight. Our first responders and our deputies are out there doing a great job. So before we get into anything more said, I want to turn this over to our Sheriff Pullman. Sheriff?
Thank you, President McGinnis. Earlier this evening, we had a tornado touchdown again in Araby. As everybody knows, it started right across the river and then went northbound all the way up to the marsh area located behind Carolyn Park subdivision. There's widespread damage from where it touched down in the old Araby area and Friscoville area all the way up to the Carolyn Park and St. Claude Heights area. There's heavy damage to multiple structures in the area. They have multiple injuries in the area. Most has been transported to the hospital, has been treated on the scene by first responders. The Sheriff's Department and the St. Bernard Fire Department made their initial response. They currently are still out in the field on what's called a hasty search and rescue efforts right now, and as soon as we get some of the areas cleared up a little bit where it's safely, just send more people out to do more of a thorough search, a grid search, which is likely to go into the early morning hours. We'll continue our search. Currently, we have the Louisiana State Police, Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office, the St. Bernard Fire Department, New Orleans Fire Department, Acadian EMS, New Orleans EMS, along with the state fire marshals, all assisting us in our efforts right now. It's going to go throughout the night and into the early morning hours. And I was just informed earlier there is one confirmed death as a result of this tornado touching down in the Araby area. Okay.
Thank you, Sheriff. Just so you know, everyone knows our Homeland Security Director, John Ram, is marshaling all of the resources throughout the state. Like the Sheriff said, you know, they're coming into the parish right now. We're asking any community out there that's willing to help to call us first before you come. There's a lot that's going to be going on. The National Guard's here, the state police is here. We have units, first responder units from Baton Rouge. The support is overwhelming. We are setting up a shelter for citizens that were affected by the tornado. They need to call or seek a firefighter or a sheriff's deputy on the scene, and we have buses waiting to take you to a complex that will provide shelter for you or your family, or bring you to a family member. So this is going to be a long haul. We just got off the phone with the governor and his team at GOSEP. Tomorrow we will have a better assessment of all of the homes, the number of people affected, and we're going to make sure that we get all of the information on the injuries that were reported, brought to the hospital. We don't have all of that information yet, but like the Sheriff said, we do have one confirmed death, and all of that information we can't give you at this time. So we have a lot of work going on, a lot of good people, making sure that our citizens are protected, making sure that our neighborhoods that were affected are going to be secure overnight and safe. Entergy, Atmos is on the scene, fixing as many problems as they see. Our thoroughfares have been cleared. I believe we can pass through Judge Perez and St. Claude at this time. Our road crews did a great job again, like they always do, but we're just asking all of the communities that want to help, all of the people that want to help, please contact us first, and we will give you direction of how you can help. So with that said, the Sheriff and I will take some questions.
Where is the shelter?
The shelter is going to be at the Valeries complex, but I want to make sure that I reiterate that this is for families that were affected by the storm.
You said Valeries complex?
Valeries Sports Complex in St. Bernard Parish. Yes, ma'am.
Could you tell us more information about the one person who died?
Not at this time.
Do you know how many families about were displaced?
We don't. We know it's widespread. We know that it's plenty. but we don't have an assessment on the number of homes at this time.
Can you tell me, if you had to guess the blocks or mile square area, what would you estimate the area that's been affected?
It's in the Araby area, from south to north, from the river to the 40 Arpin levee, which is a couple of miles, Sheriff, would you
That's
say?
the most, yeah.
And we have homes along that whole stretch that were severely damaged, some more than others. But like I said, we have a home that was lifted off its foundation and put into the middle of a street right around the corner from here. So it looked like it took pretty much a straight line, and we will have all of those assessments tomorrow morning, first thing.
Do y'all have any information? There might be an ongoing search right now for a young boy in one of the homes. Did y'all have any information or indicators on that?
You know,
How that might be going?
We search it, and as we learn information, if anybody's missing, we make sure we do a thorough search of that area. But I have not had any reports of a young boy being missing right now.
You said from south to north, from the river to the levee.
Yes, ma'am.
Have any of your people had to rescue people from inside collapsed houses, or can you describe any of the rescue
Yeah.
or search operations that have gone on?
Well, you can imagine, you know, the type of damages you have to structures when a tornado passes through. But, yeah, we had several rescues the fire department conducted.
In one particular neighborhood, or
Mainly it was in the St. Claude Heights area and on Benjamin Street and those areas.
We had one rescue, a home that was actually picked up and came down in the middle of the street. Young girl was on a ventilator. Her father was looking for firefighters to come help, and they were already in there taking care of the young lady, and she's doing fine. But that's the one rescue that I saw happening on the scene.
that was it? The same house that got
Yes, sir.
relocated, and she was inside of it?
Yes, sir. The whole family was out. They were worried about the young girl, and they were.
She was on a ventilator?
She was on a ventilator. They were trying to find someone to help, and our firefighters were already in the home taking care of the young lady.
You know how long it took for the tornado to move through Araby?
No, sir.
It seemed like it was a lot longer than it really was. Now, I want to add to this, man. The local news and the weather coverage that you guys done was wonderful. The alerts that we got from the National Weather Service, you know, we had a heads up that it was coming. I was monitoring my radio when we were notified about going to touch down, and they already gave an estimate of maybe 11 minutes or something like that. And it was right on time. And when it hit, you know, we started getting not only observations from the deputies, but also multiple phone calls from residents who live in that area, confirming that a tornado did touch down.
Look, I want to say, and I know the sheriff feels the same way, the support from everyone right after, during, and up until now, our governor, we spoke to our governor, we spoke to, had information from Cedric Richmond checking on us. Sheriff LaPintos from Jefferson Parish is here tonight, coordinating with the sheriff. So it's overwhelming. It's going to be needed, and we have a long road ahead of us in this recovery. And I feel very confident that we're going to come out of this better than we were before.
Do we have an age on the fatality by any chance?
We have zero information on the fatality that we can share at this time.
You know how many people are hospitalized right now?
No, sir. We have multiple reports of people going to the hospital. We don't have a number
No.
or the severity of the injuries. And we'll have something tomorrow. Once we have a lot of this information, we will coordinate with the sheriff's department and have another conference or put out a statement.
And again, if you have no business being in the Arabi area, it's not a time to come back here and try to sightsee. You know, we're gonna have plenty of deputies and law enforcement agencies up here patrolling the streets to make sure that everybody who don't belong up here stays out here. And just listen to what we're telling you. You know, we don't wanna have any problems with you, but our guys are gonna engage you if you got no business back there.
This might be another question that it might be too early to tell. Any idea of a number of missing people?
We have no reports of missing people
No.
at this time.
All right, any other questions?
All right?
All right, thank y'all very much.
Thank you all.